Yo people, you telling me it's your boy Revs. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. And yeah, it feels good to be back. It feels good to make content again, because I was in a mindset where I was just like focusing on marketing, focusing on all these other different things, and forgot my roots. So I'm back with another video, back to making beats again. Anyway, today I'm gonna be cooking up a drill beat, and if you want to get involved and have a say in the future beats that I make, then definitely follow me up on Instagram, because every single week I'll have a poll up to see what sort of beat you want me to make. Also, I drop a load of gems over there, like free VST'S, free plugins, general production tips, and yeah, so if you want to get involved, link is in the description. Follow me up and see what you think. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like the video, subscribe down below, comment what you think as well, because I want to see what you lot think of this beat. And if you have any criticism or any support, show it down there, and yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, I've made a quick and easy chord progression, and I want this to be the main bulk of my melody, because me personally, I don't think you always need these crazy chord progressions or these mad counter melodies to make a good beat. Sometimes simplicity in your melody is key, especially when it comes to drill beats as well, because you don't think of the melody per se, you think of like the drums, and we'll get into that a bit later. But yeah, I've started off with this, and what I'm going to do first is just copy these over a few different layers. I've got an analog pad and a Abby Sun sound from Vital, which is a really good VST, which is completely free. It has a huge bank of different sounds that just fit to most and any genre. So I'm going to leave that linked in the description down below. Check it out, and yeah, hope you enjoy that. Anyway, I'm just going to bounce this out into an audio file, because my computer eats up MIDI. Like, I can never play it, system overloads, all that. So everything I do, I have to squash it into an audio file. So I'm going to do that, and we'll hear back, and we'll see what you think about it. Okay, so this is what it sounds like so far. And what I'm going to do real quick is just EQ some of that low end out, and maybe some of that high end as well, just to stop that just to stop that shine from one of the sounds hitting through too much. Anyway, that sounds alright so far, but it sounds a bit too dreamy to me. It doesn't sound like a hard drill beat. So I'm just gonna cut these up at every cut this up at every bar, highlight it all, and I'm going to reverse it, and I'm also gonna fade it in and out by 6 each way, just so there's a bit more variety and it switches up a bit. Yeah, you can definitely hear that. Something as simple as that can be the difference between like something that might seem mediocre and something that sounds a bit different and something that people want to listen to. What I'm going to do now also is copy this original chord progression over here, and this is actually another free VST from Ample Guitar Lite. So if you search that up, I'll probably leave that linked in the description down below, but it's literally just search up Ample Guitar Lite M, and it's a great VST. It sounds so realistic, and yeah, it just sounds really good. So what I'm going to do is just mess around with some of these notes a little bit, give it that bit of a central C sort of vibe. He loves his guitar beats. See how that sounds. Might turn it down just a little bit actually. Ooh, fuck that up. Also, what I'm going to do is highlight that all, go down to functions, go to MIDI transform, go to humanize. And if you wanted it to sound really realistic, then yeah, do that, because all you have to do then is select and operate, and it will switch up the velocities of all the different sounds so that it actually sounds like you're playing it off a guitar. You can hear the difference already. Just gonna turn this one up a little bit. Also, I'm going to add a flute into it. I don't know what I'm going to do for it yet. I'm just going to pencil something in, and hopefully it sounds alright. So let me just pencil something in real quick. Boom. There we go. Sounds nice there. I think that's the basis of the melody. I'm just gonna copy that over, and we're gonna get into the most important part of this beat, the drums, because it's always so confusing. It's so different from trap drums or anything else like that. So obviously first, just start off with your clap. Turn down the velocity of that one. There we go. Copy that over. Now I'm gonna go on to the kick. Actually, no, sod that. I'm gonna go the hi-hat first. Those are the hi-hats. I think is like the special sauce to a drill beat. If you get your hi-hats right and your 808s, then like you've got a drill beat. You've got a couple hi-hat midis here, like a typical hi-hat, a typical drill hi-hat, and I'm just gonna drag that in. See what it sounds like. You can hear it, yeah, there we go. Get another hi-hat MIDI in there. Okay, so I've got two different hi-hat midis in here, and what I do usually is pan them to the left and right so that the drums have a bit of variety as well. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what the hi-hat pattern looks like, and like kind of go through it a little bit. So as you can see here, most drill hi-hat patterns, they don't have this typical trap. They're a bit more switched up, so you have 3 separate here, and yeah, no, as you can see, like they're very different, and they're not consistent. They're very jumpy, very quirky sort of hi-hat patterns, and it just makes it sound like really jumpy, really vibey. Yo, you know what? I feel like I can jump with this one already, you know. Imagine with the kicks in there as well. Let's go on to the kicks. Needs a bit of oomph. This beat needs some oomph. So, no. Turn that velocity right up. Maybe not that high. That's a bit too bassy. Boom, boom. Now we got the 808, and this, I feel like this one is the special, like alongside the hi-hats, this one is a very like key point in making a drill beat. So okay, so the first thing that I do, I copied the kick pattern over to my 808 pattern because I want the 808s to follow along with the kick. And then what I do is just go up a few octaves so I can hear what notes I'm putting in more clearly. So we'll go, obviously make sure that this is in the key of D minor, so yeah, it is. And we're just gonna play around with it a bit, just extend these notes real quick, and then we can mess around with them, make them sound drilly. Let's see that. Make them sound drilly. Yeah, that's nice. And then just copy that over again. Now what I'm going to do is just take this back down a couple of octaves. Maybe what I'm going to do now is add a couple of slides. I'm just going to quickly show you what you have to do on Logic Pro X to do it. So what I do is, okay, so what you do to make it slide in Logic Pro X, you drag your sample, your 808 sample, over to this plugin right here called the Logic Pro Sampler. And obviously this one is in C, so I mapped it to a C, and then dragged these and dragged the sound to map it across the whole of my keyboard. And then what I can do after that is go to synth, and what I can do here is actually increase the glide. So what happens is, now if I put another note on top of my bass note, it will glide up to it and then back down. So that's the easy way to make a glide. So what I'll do here is I'll put a note here, and then I'm gonna put it up 1 octave, maybe 2, and put it here. So you can hear that glide already. I just gotta make sure it sounds better, because that sounded rubbish. I don't want it to be too crazy. I just want them to be present. I don't want them to overpower the actual. I don't want them to overpower the actual song. So, okay, and that's how you make a drill beat. I hope you lot enjoyed it. If you like this beat and if you found this video informative, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you are new. Comment down below what you think as well. As I said in the intro, I'm open to all sorts of criticism, all sorts of support. So yeah, show some love down in the comments, and follow me up on Instagram as well if you want to have a say in the next beat that I make. So I'll catch you in a bit. Hope you enjoy it.